Hi, my name is Skyla Ramirez, Master Trainer with YogaFit Training Systems. Welcome to your Caregivers one-day training. We have a master class now that can be done from a chair. And this was a big hit at our Seattle 2019 Mind Body Fitness Conference. I'm excited to share this class with you as well. Let's get started. So I have my chair set up. We don't have to have yoga mats, but in any case where the chair is on a slippery floor, I recommend having something under the chair. Notice I also have a yoga block for this practice. We could use any large book or even another item to put under the feet. The purpose behind this is to create more of a comfortable alignment. So if you notice when I sit sideways on the chair, my knee is below my hip line. Oftentimes what can happen over a prolonged period of time is that the seat of the chair can be pushing into the back of the leg, which could be inhibiting some healthy circulation, or even some sensations might get misinterpreted with this compression in the back of the leg. So whenever we use the yoga block and we're able to elevate the feet, now we have the knee a little higher than the hip. We've eliminated that compression on the nerves and the blood vessels in the back of the leg, and we're promoting more of an open channel for healthy flow energetically. So let's come to center, coming as far away from the back of the chair as possible. And as we move to the front edge of the chair, just feeling for our own personal tipping points. Everyone has a personal tipping point here. So just kind of noticing where is that place where we're able to remain centered and safe in our practice. At any time, lean back into that chair, especially if you know that the back wants a little bit of support. Feel free to lean back. Let's begin with just a little bit of swaying. Swaying with the trunk of the body. As we sway to one side, push the opposite hip down. So as I'm swaying over to the right, I'm pushing my left hip down. Sway to the left, push the right hip down. We could rock on the hips. The range of motion can be really conservative here. In fact, the slower we go and the smaller the range of motion, the more opportunity there is to discover new sensations in the body. So starting slow, starting small, and then branching out from those small and conservative movements, allowing the body to experiment with maybe a little larger range of motion, experimenting forward and back, and even through more diagonal planes of motion. So I pull my right shoulder forward as I lean to the left, press the right hip back, and then bring it to center. Lean over to the right, press the left hip down, pull the left shoulder forward. Come to center. Try that one more time on each side. Just allowing the body to explore where it is in space, maybe even circle it around, orbit around the center of gravity. Giving the body time to feel where it is, right here, right now in space and time, staying in the present moment. Let's slowly begin to make our way towards a still point. Dropping the chin, dropping the head, and maybe feeling just a light stretch on the back of the neck. Let's shift forward, inhale, pull the ribs up, maybe even open the throat just a little bit. And then exhale, pull the belly button back and round the spine, stretching out the arms, dropping the head. Inhale, coming forward, opening the heart, pulling up the ribs. Exhale. Exhale, drawing in and back, reaching forward, stretching the back of the heart, stretching the back of the lungs. We can do this with the breath. Inhaling to open, exhaling to contract, or we can hold any of those postures through any range of movement. At any point, we could be still and allow the body to just feel. Let's try a couple more of whatever feels right to the body. When you're ready, let's bring ourselves to a still point, looking over at our right hand as we inhale, lifting the right hand up, tracking the hand. And then exhale, slowly lowering down. And again, just keeping an eye on the palm of the hand. Switching sides, inhale, tracking the left hand. Exhale. A few more. See the hand move through space. Seeing the legs still, steady, constant. Noticing those points where we might notice the sensation of space. And then noticing the sensation of the palm touching the leg. We could try this with the eyes closed. So tracking our limbs in space and time based on where we feel them to be. Remembering where the knee is, it's a constant. And then tapping down. Inhaling, lifting, estimating in the mind's eye, seeing where the limbs are in space. Exhale, bringing it down and in, feeling for that touching point. Let's try a couple more on each side. Seeing with the mind's eye, really thinking about where is the body? Where do we feel it to be? Where do we recollect it to be? Rounding out. Maybe just one more. Rounding out our set. And maybe just a couple of times lifting both hands. So it could feel like multitasking for the brain to keep track of both limbs in space with the eyes closed. Thinking about where both knees are as we lower the hands down. Noticing if the left or the right taps down first. Inhale. Again, thinking about where are the hands, where are the limbs in space, where are the legs. Slowing down a little. Can we tap the hands simultaneously down? Taking your time, we'll eventually meet with both hands down on the thighs. From here, let's take our right ear over to the right shoulder. Maybe pressing the left shoulder down. We can even turn the left palm up, relax the jaw. Look in towards the right shoulder, and then draw that left elbow back just a little bit, softening some of the energy between the ear and the shoulder, breathing up into the left side of the neck. Let's turn that left palm down, rock along the jawline, pivot at the chin, take it over to the left. Holding it here, left ear towards the left shoulder. Maybe turning the right palm up, dropping that right shoulder down, loose like a rag doll. Turning the chin in towards the left shoulder. Pulling the elbow back, easy does it. Breathe up into the right side of the neck and shoulder. One more easy breath. When you're ready, slowly rock along the jawline. Bring it to neutral. Palm down. Let's lift the head and the neck. Turning the head gently left and right. Maybe even rolling out the neck a little bit. Rocking along the jawline. When you're ready, bringing the chin to neutral. Let's lift through the head and the neck. We might want to take the feet out wide here. Maybe shifting forward as far as we can so that we're able to get a lot of pressure off the back of the legs. Let's inhale, taking the arms up and overhead. Exhale, elbows into the ribs. Inhale, rising up. Imagining we're trying to squeeze, maybe just a grate under the armpits. So we get that sensation of a little bit of effort with a squeezing action under the armpits. Inhaling up. We could always track the hands through this as we inhale up overhead, seated moonflower, maybe even looking up, and then exhale, coming down. Keeping this steady movement of one breath, one movement, adding in a little forward fold, keeping the head and the heart higher than the hips, sweeping the arms. Inhale, rising up. Exhale. Seated sunflower flow, hips are grounded. Steady sensation of energy in the pelvic floor and in the hips, loosening up through the trunk of the body, all the way up into the shoulders, the neck, and the head. Feet grounded, connected to the earth. Couple more. Exhale from the throat. Big exhale. Inhale, rising up. Let's place the hands down on our thighs. Inhale, pushing the hips back. Shifting the ribs forward. Let's try 3 lion's breaths here. Inhale into the nose. Exhale, tongue out. I can't see you, but maybe a little more head shaking. Inhale. Tongue out, head shake. One more. From here, slowly bring the hands in. Let's take ourselves over to the right edge of our chair. And from here, we could always attempt to maybe bring our foot down. So I kind of have just one hip on the chair here. And I'm holding on to the back of my chair or even to the seat for balance. If we have that block or support close by, we might be able to put the block underneath that supporting knee. This is our expression of our Warrior One foundation in a chair class. As we inhale, taking the right arm up, pressing down into the right hip. Inhale, reaching up dynamically. Maybe reaching towards the back of the chair. We could even look back over to our left hand. If we're feeling fairly secure here, experimenting with taking the left hand around and under the left ribs. And as we inhale, pull up under that armpit area. Exhale all the way. Inhale, pulling up. Still breathing easy. center. Relaxing the arms down. Let's bring the hands onto that front thigh. Pressing the hips back, leaning forward. Easy does it. We might be working to press the belly onto the thigh. Energetically, maybe flushing out any stress or tension that might be in the belly region. Exhaling from the throat. We can always hold it here supported or reach the hands towards the floor, shaking the head yes, and turning it left and right. When it feels right, let's slowly walk the hands up. From here, extending the back leg. Reaching our arms out, we are in Warrior Two pose, supported by the chair. Let's turn our left palm up, leaning back. Right hand can rest on the thigh or even on the seat. Push down into the seat, then lift up through that left arm. Breathing into the upper left ribs. One more big inhale. Let's pat ourselves on the back with that left arm. And maybe take the right arm to the low back, feeling as if we're stretching through the ribs. Big stretch all the way from the right foot, from the inner thigh, across to the left armpit. One more big breath in here. Exhale, let's slowly soften the arms to safely transition, bending that back knee. Easy does it. Let's take our feet to neutral and then over to the other side for our Warrior One foundation. It is reminiscent also of a kneeling lunge. We could hold it here, we could stay on the toe, we could put our knee down on our prop. And it really is just my right hip and my right leg on the chair. Left hip is open. Holding on to the back of the chair or the seat if it's comfortable. Taking the left arm up. Big breath in, lateral flexion. We could even take our right hand around and under the right rib and armpit, left rib and armpit. Inhale, pulling up on that left rib, maybe leaning over to the side a little bit. Breathing against the hand. One more big breath. Slowly bring it to center, both hands onto the front leg. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, hips go back, shifting forward, pressing the right side of the rib and belly towards the right thigh. Holding it here, softening through the jaw. Looking down at the floor. At any time, we could reach towards the floor. Or place the hands on the shin. Let's rest the head and the neck. Breathe into the low back. To safely come up, let's lengthen the spine. Walking the hands up that supporting leg. Holding on to our chair, we can lengthen out that left leg, finding our Warrior Two expression, opening up the body, looking beyond the right fingertips. Turning our right palm up, reverse warrior. Maybe that left hand is by the outer thigh or onto the seat behind us, and we can push into the seat. Drop the energy down into that right hip. Open the left hip, breathing into the upper right lung. Looking up, very traditional, looking straight ahead, or even down and over the left shoulder. Exaggerating the breath in the upper right lung. One more big inhale, reach. Exhale, slowly coming through center. Let's bend in that left leg, reestablishing this open foundation with the feet, a seated straddle. Bringing the arms up, palms up, moon god expression or sun god expression. Let's make fist and then open, fist, open. Just a few more. Focusing on the open sensation here. And now open, focus on the closing sensation, fist, fist. Trying it just a little faster. Wrists are higher than the heart here. It's literally creating this energetic pump effect. Just a couple more. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bringing the palms down onto the thighs or the knees. Let's push the hips back, drop the chin. Pull the muscles up in the pelvic floor. Exhale all the way. Pause. Now just pull the belly button in and up. It's a small belly contraction, belly lock. Release the abdomen. Maybe sit up for a minute. Couple of easy breaths. Practicing a technique called Uddiyana Bandha. It's a technique used for some energetic flushing of stress hormones in the body. Pressing the hips back, shifting forward, chin down, Mula Bandha. Pulling the muscles up in the pelvis. Exhale all the way. Pause, belly in and up, or just act surprised. Navel in and up under the ribs. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Then let it go. Let's sit up. At least a couple easy breaths here. If we're noticing any dizziness or lightheadedness, maybe just stay upright and breathe. As long as we're breathing, we're doing yoga. We have one more of those Uddiyana Bandha, one more belly lock. Let's shift forward, drop the chin, pull the muscles up in the pelvic floor. Exhale all the way. Pelvic floor engage, Mula Bandha, chin down, belly in and up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 3, 2, 1, and let it go. From here, let's slowly bring the feet in. We might want to use our block once more. Let's do a little bit of left and right brain work. From here, we can put our hands down to the side or onto the hips. Keeping our toes lifted, heels on the block. Let's lift just the left knee. Bring the right arm out and maybe tap it across. Inhaling up and center, relax. Lifting the right toes, lift the heel, lift the left hand, take it across, tap, around and down. Let's try a few more like that. Let's try it with the breath. Inhaling in place. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lift and switch. Contract. Inhale, lift and switch. If you want, hand up high, exhale, elbow towards the knee. Inhale up and switch. Option to keep the hands up the whole time. Exhale. few more. Last one. And then relax. Let's shake off the arms. Maybe shake off the legs. Good. Let's take one leg out or even cross it over if that's more comfortable and roll out that one ankle. If it feels comfortable to lean back and maybe lift the leg up a little higher, rolling out that ankle, stretching out the leg. Let's switch sides, bringing the leg in. Again, option to take that straight out and move the ankle, cross it over, or maybe even sit back and lengthen out the leg. Let's come to any still point from here with our back away from the chair. Let's inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, sweeping the arms back and around, palms up, pressing up with the hands. Inhale, take it down. Reach up at the top of the breath, Mula Bandha. Pull the muscles up in the pelvic floor. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Keep that squeeze while circling the arms and pressing the palms up. Release all of that tension. Inhale. Top of the breath, pelvic floor lifted. Squeeze the knees and thighs in towards each other. Sweep and press through the palms of the hands. One more, release, inhale. Top of the breath, pelvic floor lift, Mula Bandha, chin down. Squeeze the inner thighs. Holding here. Just draw the elbows back and in. Release any tension from here. Turning the palms out, maybe reaching straight down for the seat of the chair. Or sometimes it does feel better to do a big circle and reach for the outer edge of the back of the chair. So the higher we lift the arms, the more we're creating shoulder extension. If we're caring for our rotator cuff or shoulders in any way, it might feel better to keep the hands closer to the body. No matter where we are with those arms, let's pull on the chair, planting the hips down firm. Drop the chin. Inhale, pull the ribs forward and up. Big chest expansion. Exaggerate the inhale here. Exhale from the throat. Exhaling as if we're going to fog a mirror. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling. Holding this a little longer. We might exhale like we're fogging a mirror and keep the lips together. Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Listening for a hollowed out sound in the back of the throat, like a scuba diver. Feeling as if the heart is expanding like a single lung in the center of the chest. A couple more like this. One more big inhale. Let's slowly release one hand at a time from that big open gut energy. Let's wring a little bit of that out. Anything that might have loosened up, let's wring out that energy. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, gentle twist over to the right. We can place one hand behind us, one to the side. Let's lower the chin. Pull the muscles up in the pelvic floor. Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale all the way. Navel in and up. Hold that. Twist just a little more. Just wringing out the intestines and the guts energetically. Breathing easy. The breath might be a little shallow here. We might notice the breath in the back of the left or the right shoulder. When you're ready, take that left arm up. Let's bring the arms through center. Big inhale, reaching up, moving the ribs away from the hips, hips grounded. Exhale, rotating through the trunk of the body, bringing the hands down to the other side. It can feel very different from left to right, different organs on different sides of the bodies. Let's look at the knees. As we're doing that twist, if that rotation is moving into the hips, the knees will shift. So let's keep the knees lined up side by side, truly isolating this rotation in the trunk of the body. Lowering the hands if that feels better. Dropping the chin. Engage the muscles in the pelvis. Exhale all the way. Uddiyana Bandha. Belly in and up. Little bit more rotation. Swiveling at the waist. Let's find the breath behind the left and right shoulder blades. One more easy breath. When you're ready, take the right arm up and then release the left. Let's meet at center, reaching up and out from the armpits. Exhale, fly the arms out to the side. Let's fly the arms with our breath. Inhale, sweeping the arms back and around. Exhale, back and down. Lots of heart opening. Physically strengthening the muscles behind the heart. Stretching the chest. Just allowing any energetic tension, any emotions that might be interfering with our sense of peace. Allowing that to release with the breath while the heart is open. Exhale. Couple more with those heavy exhales. Anything that maybe we feel we're not able to say, let it go with the breath. You don't have to say anything at all. Just feel like you're letting it go. Emotion is the language of the universe. Relaxing the shoulders, the hands, the head and the neck. From wherever you are, if you think you'd like to sit here for our final meditation, you're welcome to do so. As an alternative, if you have some clear space on your floor, we could use the chair to prop up our ankles for a supported legs up the wall. If you have two chairs, or if you're close enough to a wall with a second chair, we could put our feet on top of a second chair, or if we're close enough to a wall, we could even turn our chair towards the wall and maybe just walk the feet up the wall and press into the wall with the feet, holding it here. I am going to come down today onto the floor, placing my feet up onto the chair, getting the feet higher than the heart. Viparita Karani. So stepping from my chair, just going to reposition it a little bit. Inhaling up, exhale, swan diving, hands to the seat of the chair. This is also considered a supported version of a downward facing dog. We can take one foot back and lower the knee, and then the other. Maybe press back just for a second. When we're ready, shifting forward, bringing our feet to one side. Moving towards our chair, slowly coming down onto the floor. Using my feet to reposition the rest of the body. And if it feels right for you, for those of us who maybe had that extra yoga block or that extra prop today, we could always lift the hips and maybe even elevate the hips with the feet up. So this is this expression of almost a bridge with legs up the wall, with the knees open like butterfly. It's a big fusion pose for some energetic shifts to maybe happen in the body. So take your time to find wherever you are comfortable for the next 5 to 10 minutes in our guided meditation. Easy does it. Get comfortable. As we find a still point to notice the breath, bringing hands close to the body. No matter where we are, we could give ourselves a hug, just a nice big embrace, and a little bit of a rock side to side. Switching out the arms. Releasing that embrace. Let the arms go to any comfortable place. Let's imagine that we're able to receive the breath through the sides of the heart. Maybe even feeling the breath move in under the left armpit as we inhale. Exhale out the right side, out the right armpit. And now inhale through the right. And exhale from the left. Continuing to alternate. Inhaling through the left side of the heart. And exhaling from the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Continue to alternate in your own time. Absolutely no rush. Notice if the body gives the breath a little more character. So maybe as we inhale, the breath brings in the sound so, and as we exhale, the breath moves out, hum. And then we inhale, so, exhale, hum. Give it a color. Bright green, unconditional love for oneself and others. Turquoise blue, healthy communication. Bright orange, joy, pleasure, emotional regulation, gold, energy, ambition, open to change, purple, violet, white, intuition, clarity, deep brown, deep reds, terracotta, security, either assigning a color to the breath or allowing the body to reveal its own energies through the breath, through its character. Inhale, so, exhale, hum. Breathe in through both nostrils. Breathe into the middle of the chest, into the center of the heart. Exhale, soften. Feel all of the energy soften around the heart. Softening out to the shoulders, the arms and the hands. Softening up into the throat, the head, the face. Softening down through the trunk of the body to the hips, the legs and the feet. And noticing how every inhale opens just a little more in this soft space. Perhaps breathing just a little deeper. Breathing into that newfound space. Allowing our awareness of the breath to move well beyond the physical body. Bring awareness to your fingertips and toes. Maybe wiggle the fingertips and toes. If we're lying on the floor, we may want to bend the knees first. If we have our feet up on the chair, we might want to lift the hips and take any props out from under the back. If we're on the floor, let's roll over to one side, nice and slow, no rush. If we're seated, move the shoulders a little. Maybe just a little bit of rotation through the trunk of the body. Let's bring our hands together at the heart, pressing the thumbs into the center of the chest. Press firmly with the left thumb. Take a moment. Allow the body to interpret the effort, the pressure, the feeling of the left thumb. Now try to match it with the right thumb. Pressing with the right thumb, matching in effort, intensity, felt sense. We might have to subtly shift to center that awareness. Maybe ease that pressure on the left, ease up on the right, add a little pressure, match it. Could be in a fraction of a moment or a little longer, but feeling for where we feel centered. Where do we feel the energy centered? In the center of the chest. Affirming that physical sensation. I feel centered. I am centered. So hum for the next quiet minute. Inhale, breathing in the sound so. And exhale, sound hum. I am that. A centered, whole being, unified in mind, body, and spirit. So hum. I am that. Here, let's draw in a deep, unifying breath and let it go. Another big inhale, pulling it up from the hips all the way to the crown of the head. And then let it go. One more, fully filling the lungs. And let it go. From here, we can bow together in closing. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining me today in our Caregivers Chair Flow. I look forward to seeing all of you in another online training, maybe out somewhere around the world, or even at a Mind Body Fitness conference. Thank you everyone for being here today. Namaste.